Good afternoon, everyone. Hope you're all okay. So, as promised, I'm going to show you how to do a Yorkshire button. I'm just looking to see if the light's on that way you can see. Let me just check. Yeah, you can. Even though I do check before I start, I always, as soon as I hit live, go live, it seems to go darker. So, just have a quick sip of my tea. So, Yorkshire buttons. I learnt these from a lovely lady who's got a YouTube channel called Anne Brooke, or Anne Brooks, can't remember which, whatever, anyway. But if you Google her, she'll come up. And I treated myself to some of her little templates as well. But I had been using pieces of cardboard before I actually treated myself, and I just thought to myself, actually, you know what, Rachel, I'm going to share how to do these with my little group on Facebook, because they are so cute. They look like little urchins, sea urchins, and they are so simple to do once you get the hang. I love this one with the different colours. That's got 2 different colours of thread. I thought I'd leave that on. So hopefully you've gone into the files and downloaded yourself a template. Now, I would recommend a bit of scrap card and a sharp pencil and sort of gouge really hard onto that. You need a good thick card, because if you do it on the paper, it will start to shred. So go all the way around, and then you should be able, once you've gone all the way around, I mean, you might have a light box or something, but I don't think it'll work on this. And then you want to centre. So we can just see where it's, you might not be able to, but I can. So where it's the indentation, and you just want to cut that out and gouge a hole with your pencil, sharp pencil or something like that. But I'm not going to do that. I just thought that's what I'll show you how I do mine. I used to do mine. Actually, I didn't do this at all. I did a circle and then just cut little notches, because I didn't have anything to sort of go by. Right, so what you'll need to get yourself organised is a couple of needles with large eyes. Try and get a blunt one, but these aren't blunt, obviously, because last minute Lilia. A template. We'll use. I'm going to do some more. A template. Some thread. Now, the thing with thread is, if you go really thin, it's going to take you forever. You're going to go round and round and round forever. But that's up to you. You can go thin. You can go, like a really fine silk. But I think this is the thinnest I would go. And this is the sheepies. Hi, Sean. Hi, Pauline. Okay, so this is the sheepies wool. So that's about as thin as I would go. So if you've got your template cut out, you want a good piece of length of, I'm going to use this wool just because it'll make it easier for you to see what I'm doing. And first time. Okay. So I'm going to come up through the hole in the centre of the wheel, cog, wheel, whatever you want to call it. I want to hold. These have got numbers on. I'm just thinking, I'll just tell you. Whatever your measurement is of your disc, so if you're going 6 centimetres, it'll come out half that measurement size, so 3 centimetres, or it should. So if you're making a bigger, it's going to come out half that size. So, right, come up through the centre of the hole, and then you're going to hang on to your thread at the back quite tightly and go up straight up, 12 o'clock, and wrap around the first cog, and turn it and come back down in a straight line, and back up around the cog and back up. Keep going diagonally across in a straight line. You need to go all the way around. One, up. Keep it quite tight, because what happens is if you get it loose, they'll flick off. So you've gone all the way around. So then you need to go around again. And if you look on the back, you've missed. So you're about to go around each one. Go down. It's got to be down. You want to be going diagonally straight across every time. Just making sure that I'm going, yeah. Down, up, down. Talking to myself, down, up. Don't think I've done a long enough thread, but I'll show you how to do that. So till you get to where you started and you've got 2 threads on each cog, shall I call that cog? So you're going to go with your needle, you want to go underneath just any one and just come up just to secure it. Make sure you're going right underneath all the threads, and then pull back down on yourself. So where you've come up in between those 2 threads, you want to go back underneath and then across one. But you need to I'm going to go backwards with the back of the needle. So you're going under 2. So you're going backwards and underneath, 1, 2, and pull it through, and then pull it down towards you. So you sort of got over, I don't know whether you can see, you've gone over that thread. So then you go back over the thread where you came up, underneath 2, and pull. It's a bit like a woven wheel. If you're, so going back, under 2. But you've got to keep pulling it. Pull it down towards you to make sure that your weaving is getting quite tight. So back, under 2. Keep going. And you just keep going round and round until you've gone all the way round, and then just go round again. See what I mean? If you had thin, really fine thread, you'd be here for a while, weeks probably, even if you had a little tiny template. Just keep going. I keep stabbing myself, but I've been using red thread so you can't see it if I bleed. I've got to be on a time schedule today because I've just taken Reggie to the groomers, and it's usually about 40 minutes, so I don't want to be over that. So keep on going till you run out of thread, wool, yarn, whatever you're using. So you go in back and under the one you've just come up, and under the next one. So back under the one you just come up, underneath, and under the next one. Okay, so sort of wrapping each stem, spoke. So back, underneath, 2, and just keep on going. This is going to take a while, but I'm going to show you. Obviously I'm going to run out of yarn. I will show you what to do. Oh, got in a bit leery. Try not to split the thread. I've split it there, I can see. because if you split the thread, it won't pull down. I won't go back. These are the sort of thing that, do you remember when we were kids and you used to make pom-poms? They're sort of that kind of thing, aren't they, where you just keep winding. Just keep going. I've got a couple that I prepared earlier, so you're not got to sit and watch me doing everything all the way. It does tend to twist your thread up, so just try and get it. Hold on. Telephone cable, always think of. You can make up, if you make 2 strands up or 3 strands up, obviously it'll start filling it up your spokes faster, and you get different colours if you fancy that. I'll show you. Oh, I've gone through that again. Like I say, try not to split your wool. You want to make sure that you are going under. Sorry if that scratching's bothering you. It's like squeaky cotton wool balls together, or nails down a chalkboard. Well, we don't have chalkboard anymore, do we? It's people of a certain age like me. Right, I'm about to run out of thread. So, when you get to that stage, you need to go under and then under 3. Okay, and you can just leave that length. Make sure you leave quite a decent, not a massive long bit. You want to be able to thread it back through, and I'll show you what I mean in a minute. Let me just, I'll just get another piece of thread, and I'll show you where to start on the next. So we finished it off. We went under 1, 2, 3. So we will need. That's where we last went over, wrapped it. So I want to go back 1, 2, and I'm going under the 3rd. Just hold on to it, and I'm going to wrap that 3rd one and pull it back down. Okay. Oh, I forgot to go under. So to go under that one as well. So, and then you start again. But keep these threads out of the way. Just keep winding, wrapping your thread. So back over, underneath the second one, back underneath 2, and keep on going. I mean, you can swap thread colours and have it in bake bands of colour. So just keep on going round and pull quite tightly. So I will leave that bit and I'll show you the next bit, because excuse me, I've not used that one. Use this. So I'm just going to get some more thread on my needle. Where's my big needle? I meant to thread up before I started, but I've only got one needle with a great big eye for some reason. Don't know where they all are. Okay. The only thing with this wool is it splits it back down. Oh, I think I might have a bit too long. Just I'm off camera trying to pull it through, but alright, that'll do. Okay, so I finished it off. Oh, I didn't do it too there, did I? Oh well. So I'm going to go back, through 3 to start it off again. I think I've got my wool a bit too long. I'm going to go over and wrap 102. Keep it quite tight, and you've got to keep on going until you literally can't fit any more on. Because if you don't do fill it out up to the top, you get your loops are too big, and I'll show you. It's you can't fill it. You can't. You end up with big loops. I will show you what I mean when I get to that bit. I can tell. I can hear you thinking, well, what's she going to use it for? Because that's exactly what I thought when I first saw it. Even though they're really pretty, and like I say, they look like little sea anemones. Are they anemones? Yeah, urchins. Sea urchins, aren't they? Not anemones. Yeah, but if you put a loop on, you can actually make a button and a buttonhole. You make another buttonhole loop, and that comes off. It looks a little bit like frogging. Do you remember frogging? So they are used as buttons, or were used as buttons. And I would imagine they still are used as buttons in some couture of some sort, I'd imagine. But they do look effective. Keep on going. I was going to swap, but I'll keep going. Save. I think I need a needle. When I start getting to this really end bit, I just end up doing one across and back under, because it tends to be that tight. But you've got to really keep going. I'll need another, at least one on that. That's not really showing up very well. Yellow on yellow. So 1 to 2. Oh, I keep getting cat ears. Ouch. If you've got, just pull it, go over. If it's looking a bit loose, just push it down with your needle. Give it a tug. Oh, I'm getting less thread. But the longer you thread, the more awkward it starts to be, because you'd end up with it wrapped around your neck. So keep on going. It looks like it's going to absolutely tip it down here again. I mean, I read last week that this week is supposed to be the hottest week on record. But I don't know about where you are, but it's blooming cold. I've got a jumper on. So I don't think that's happening. Although we're only on Wednesday, I suppose. Oh, starts to get a bit awkward and a bit tight back at this point. So just that's not very tight. Try not to make them loopy. Oh, I should have looked for a blunter needle. I keep splitting this. This wool's not the best for it, but the only one I could find that was chunky. It wouldn't take forever to do. Can you see I'm getting right to the end now? So just doing one at a time. I forget. Oh, I can go across. It's just making it a bit difficult. And I keep splitting the wool. This is not the best. I think I might just be able to get one more round. Maybe. Maybe not. How's your cat, Sean? Is it on your knee while you're watching? Sean's got the hugest ginger cat I've ever seen. He just sits on a knee, don't he, while you try to do your work. Oh, I can't get that done. While you try to do your knitting. Oh, I'm stuck. Right, done. If you've got one of those little thread pullers, needle pullers, you might want to get one of them out, because it starts to get a bit tight. Oh, keep going. I can still get some more on. Just keep. You've got to do it till it's really, really the tightest, and you can't get any more on. Ooh, I've split them all. Oh dear, we'll be alright. That's because I'm rushing. I'll be able to just finish this off on this one last time round. Got a big lumpy knot there. But same as I say, just keep going under, go back under. Don't know whether I went under that as well. I didn't. Right, I think, because I'm doing one at a time now, I can't remember whether I'm going back over myself. Right. I'm going to leave it at that, I think, just so I can show you what to do next. Did I already do that one? Right, okay. I think I can get... The only problem is I keep saying I think now I can get another one on there. It is all about the trying to get everything as tight and compact as you possibly can. I don't. I mean, that one's gone a bit wobbly, but not too worried because it'll turn right. Okay, so I've got as many on as I can now, I think. Just one more. It's like me with the French knots and bullion knots. One more, just one more. One more wrap. Yeah, I'm going with that. That's it. Last one. Okay, so now what you need to do is you need to unhook these. So turn your template over and you need to go underneath your wool and flip it off, but keep on going so you thread through that loop. So flip it off. Keep on pulling through. You could flip them all off and then go round, but it just makes it easier because you know where you've started. Ooh. Try not to. Nearly there. Last one. Okay, so just pull that off and I will go under that first one again. So you've got, that's the back, that's the front. I don't know. So you're going to need to unthread your needle. Let's see if I can find another needle. Don't know. Because these are going to be threaded back through so you can't see. But my best trick is, you know, these cheapy needle threaders with the, can you see, little wire bit. I come up, just find it, come up through and push that through the wire and pull it back down. Just makes life so much easier than threading a needle up, especially if you've got poor eyesight and poor dexterity and we're falling apart slightly. So you come up through one of the weaves, in between one of the woven spokes, sorry, and you just want to push that through. Obviously if you're doing this with a needle, you just want to be pulling it, threading it up here. Just thread that. I'm not going to do it with that because I've got the tiniest little. Thread it through and then push it back through. Simple. You don't need to fasten it off or anything, just pull it through. But they have those, you know, those big long beading needles. They're useful for this as well, with the big eye. This wool is rubbish. Right, pull through. Right, you want to hang on to that. I've left this one threaded up because I'll show you what I'm going to do in a minute. So, all my loose ends I'm pulling through. So I've got a nice neat front. There's no reason either that you can't use the back as the front, if that makes any sense whatsoever, but you don't really. Okay, so tucked everything through, and now I'm going to pull like a little, so you've made like a little running stitch all the way through those loops. Can you see? You've got, like, on this one it's easy to see you've got those loops, because and you've done a little running stitch all the way around them. So I'm going to tuck all my loose ends in. Push it in, keep pulling. Then you want a bit, tiny bit of stuffing. Now it's up to you how much you can put in. But with the bigger ones you'll need a fair amount. Or unless you've got an oat jar, you can use that up. There's always useful bits. Try not to tuck it in. Keep going. I think I might have enough in there. Yeah. Pull it tight. And then just fasten it off. Oh my goodness me. Can you see where I weren't tight enough and it's gone loopy, so it's making it misshaped. So you just want to keep on giving it a bit of a stitch, so you're pulling it, fastening it off together. Ooh. Good. Getting in a knot. Not the best thread, wool, yarn, whatever you want to call it. Just looking. Let's have a look. Gone a bit. Ooh. Right, done. Got it. Brill. Okay. So then you just want to give it a bit of a squish around, make it. Do you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go underneath and come out there, just to secure it down. Now at this stage, you can either make a blanket bar stitch, so which is two. I don't want to do one. 2 threads, 2 big threads, and then do a little blanket stitch all the way across your bar, or you can just snip it off, which I'm going to do. Okay, so you've got your little, well that's quite a big one, big. So what I was talking about, a loopy and not going right to the end, is you get that effect. So you've got holes, which is not what you want. Okay? And the smaller, you can go as big or as small as you want. And obviously that is the same size template, but that's a thinner wool yarn than that is. So when you put, and same for, no, that was a slightly smaller. I say same for that, but I feel like that's the same size. So it depends on what thickness of yarn you're going to use or thread you're going to use that makes it a smaller or bigger piece, bigger button. So, is there any questions on that? What, before I disappear and go and get ready from the groomers? No. I feel like I'm on radio silence, but if you're watching on a replay, make sure you put in #replay and give me a thumbs up, just so I know that I'm not sort of talking to myself and wasting my time doing all these little videos. But have a lovely afternoon, and if you have a go, post it in the comments. But like I say, that little template, feel free to use that up and down, whatever. All right, bye bye, happy stitching.